specifically dealing with the weekly bias, excellence in short-term trading.
Trading. Overflow. So yeah, that's the news. I have quit trading, and actually the title is clickbait, but yeah, I've quit trading order flow. It was a simplified strategy of a paradoxical strategy, and it needed the perfect market. There's no such a market in trading, and trust me, I've tried to backtest all of the pairs, and all of the pairs just did not work out for me. And so I've gotten to a point, and I was even advised by a friend to say, don't quit trading. Now, if the strategy doesn't cut it, change the strategy, but keep the system. And so that is what I did. And yeah, I am learning inner circle trader concept, ICT. The reason I chose ICT is because the courses I've taken, that I'm taking currently, the market maker, the ICT market maker primer course, the I think ICT market maker series, and the ICT core content, and those are the three. And when you add all of them up together, they give you 144 videos, and that's what I liked, because you go online nowadays and you look at a strategy and you go search trading strategy on YouTube. It's gonna give you something that takes 1 hour, 2 hours. ICT really goes in depth and really shows you guys, shows me as well. I am a student, and he shows me how to understand the timing of price. You know what? Let me do something really cool. Let me share my screen with you. I'm not gonna lie, this is super weird. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen with you all. Yeah, can't really focus, it's a laptop's camera. So these are the notes that I have been taking. First things first, before we kickstart with these notes, I want to emphasize the point that when watching the video, I watched them twice. First time is just to drill in the concepts. Second time is to take notes, not on here, no, on a book actually, on this book. So I take them on a book. I'm old fashioned that way. I like books because I can draw. This is not an iPad, unfortunately. I can't draw on it, but yeah, this is it. And I believe these are the notes that I've taken. Time and price theory, the ICT Asian kill zone. I've gotten diagrams. The ICT London kill zone, London session characteristics. London session equals to engineered setup zones. You guys are seeing this, so yeah. The ICT New York kill zone, and actually I framed and edited together two concepts. I'm gonna go into it, and I've gotten ideas and examples here of how I would trade this based on ICT's explanations, yeah, and the ICT London close. And yeah, so right now I'm on video 8, and I believe it is the weekly bias, essentials to the weekly bias, essentials to forming weekly bias between the two. And yeah, I can't believe it. I'm gonna show the chart. I'm gonna pull up the chart, and I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Yeah. Okay guys, so this is the blank chart of USD JPY on the daily time frame. And this is where I'm going to formulate my bias and my thesis. Again, I want to emphasize the point that I am not a fully fledged ICT trader. I am learning, but there are certain things that I have picked up that I think are beneficial. So we are on the daily and we see that we are predominantly bullish. For me, the next draw on liquidity will be this guy, the high. You know, it will be the high. See if I can say it. That's perfect. But need back. Yeah, breathe out in. It is that buy side liquidity resting above there. What else could I have said the price was most likely to go? Look at this low and this candle low. Both of them form relative equal lows, which could be something of an indication that there's orders resting beneath there. People who trade support and resistance do have orders resting below that price level. And so this candle comes in and purges that low, right? So we take out the liquidity resting beneath these two candles, and what do? We start pushing out higher. In the lower time frames, what could happen is sweep of this liquidity, start to push out higher. Price does what? Price breaks opposing structure, comes back to then push even higher to form that, to take out this level of liquidity right here. And exactly as I said it, after taking out that level of liquidity, we can also see we also took out another level of liquidity right here. As I said, guys, you can see that we have this continuation of lower lows, lower highs. We got a break of market structure here, forming the lower low, the lower high. Then price forms this lower low. Then we form the higher high. Just like I said, it would. Of course, this is all hindsight testing. Like I said before, emphasis on the fact that I am a humble student, not a fully not a full ICT trader. I see that this was the low that we also liquidated. Once we liquidated that low, what happened? Price pushes out higher, breaking the immediate term high. This isn't something that's nice to see, indicating the next push even higher. Okay, these are my indicators, time of day of week indicator. So price could potentially come lower, or if we are being honest, it could come toward this level. Okay, wait for that to form. That is that. Could come to this fair value gap that you guys see, and as you guys can see, it came indeed in that fair value gap. But this is me speculating, and this is me just doing something I have no idea of. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether or not we're going to hit this TP. I don't know. Probably this is one structural leg, and prices come back into OTE to then push lower. But also understanding that we do have a gap here. Like I said, guys, I've only So yeah, I believe that ICT really is cool because he's showing you timing price theory, how the market would move over certain hours, and showing you things like PDA rate. Of course, there's a lot of traders speaking about PDA rate, but there's something really interesting. It actually, when I connected the weekly bias with London closing, and so that for me was just a light bulb moment in my mind to say, okay, this could be something worth looking into, and giving it more energy, understanding that I am in my really like about ICT is how he goes in depth into each and every one of them. He teaches and advises that as beginner traders we choose which type of trader we want to be, whether that be what was it again? Position trader. Yeah, that's the one. Position trader, whether we be swing trader, short term trader, or day trader or scalper. And he gives us three respective time frames and tells us and really emphasizes the point that we should be using those time frames. And I just believe in that. Where I'm coming from is I'm not really new in trading. I've been trading for over 1 year, 10 months now. So I spent over 10,000 hours in trading. It's still not profitable. We're not there. We're not going to speak there. I've seen profitability. I understand what it takes to build a profitable system. And yeah, what I really mean is that it is important when he speaks about time and price and London ICT London close kill zone. Those two can have a very good setup. This is something I've based in my own mind, and it's just theory at this point. And also realize that do not judge me when you are watching that um, chart session. Do not judge me. I'm gonna post another chart session continuing all of that. But yeah, I want to emphasize this and just take this video off and just say goodnight, guys. Before that, I want to say that it is important to be kind to yourself. It is important to be kind to myself. I understand that I am new in ICT and I know virtually nothing. All I've done was learn sessions and the weekly bias. I know virtually nothing, and everything that is in my head is through observation of watching Hannah Forex. I recommend you go watch Hannah Forex. Very calm, down to earth person, down to earth trader. Really knows her stuff. I think she started 3 years ago learning ICT, and she's fully profitable, and she's mastered ICT, which is literally insanity. I hope to follow in her footsteps. 3 months, but understanding that there are exams, and I am a student of the all, and there are still things that I need to do outside of trading. There's I'm just gonna give you guys maybe 1 week report, 1 week update, and 1 month update. Then just continue learning and learning and learning. Back tested, of course. There's going to be times where I just give out a chart breakdown, probably. So yeah, if you're really aspiring to get into ICT learning, just as I am, really recommend those courses. And yeah, you know what? All I can say is let's do it together. Let's work together. And let's go together. Because they say if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So I implore you, enjoy the backtesting session and enjoy the rest of the video. Peace out.